Welcome to my announcement of the beginning of WALL-E. This is my first video on this kind of stuff, so I hope you enjoy it because I would like to do this more. Also keep in mind that all stories and art could mean something else to other people, and this video is what I got from it. And don't worry, no spoilers, spoiler free, because well, it's the beginning. Okay. The movie starts off with the song Put On Your Sunday Clothes by Jeremy Herman, and the lyrics match the wonder and awe of space. And then the singer sings the word glisten. Yes, Earth sure isn't glistening. We then zoom into the Earth as the sun kicks up in pace, and you can see that the world definitely isn't glistening. This song continued its irony throughout the beginning as we see that what Earth has truly become. At least I got it from windmills.
The Delmonico's and we'll close the town in a whirl, and we won't come home until we kiss your girl.
The music fades out and it's eerie without it because there's just silence and no one around. Oh wait, here's the main character to bring back the music and give us some hope. It reminds me of Fallout when you play your radio when you're traveling the lonely wasteland. We don't see this main character up close, so it makes you curious of the character and you want to know more about him or her. Then we get a couple of close-ups of the characters, details, and what they do without showing the face, making you more curious. Is this character just another faceless worker? We see a new character pop up before we fully see the first character. Ah, there we go, we see the main character's face, which his name is WALL-E, and we see more of what WALL-E does and that WALL-E is actually interested in what most people would consider junk. We now see the two characters meet and WALL-E takes him in with open hands, or clamp thingies. He's even ticklish, which makes him more human and friendly as a robot. Whoa, I thought that was on the ground. We see up close just how much more of a serious problem there is, and that the weird fuel music comes in, as well with the title screen too. Oh dang! A much bigger supermarket than what you have thought. We also see B&L, or By and Large, and they are on supermarkets, gas station, and even the money. They seem to just dominate everything. Kinda like what Disney is doing now. Oh jeez. And large consumerism and waste probably made this world this way, and Pixar probably wanted an exaggerated look on today's society. This billboard shows that there should be more of these WALL-Es. Where would they... what happened to all of them? They seem just shut down while working. Is WALL-E like a special, well, WALL-E? Here we see that WALL-E is resourceful and takes what he needs, well, because, well, he's the only guy around. With these huge trash buildings, it looks like the humans weren't trying to find better ways to get rid of the trash, but simply living with it. We also see that humans just moved away from the problem and letting the robots fix the problem, not the humans themselves, and that obviously failed.
While you're away, the jewel of the B&L fleet, the Axiom. Spend your 5-year cruise in style, waited on 24 hours a day by our fully automated crew.
This video makes it seem like the space cruise idea sounds great and amazing, but we will see how the cruise is later on in the film.
Even Grandma can join the fun. There's no need to walk.
This is WALL-E's home and it's pretty sweet. Some nice happy music is playing as WALL-E's little home lights up. Ah, he likes to keep tidy too. Gosh damn it, that big and large is everywhere. Look at all these collections that WALL-E has. It's amazing, and you find use for some of this stuff in his own unique way too. A problem solver. He finds ways to improve unlike the humans. But even with all his working, even though there's no one around, he still has time for fun, and he puts in a lot of work to organize everything, and he takes joy in that. But he can't ignore the fact that he's lonely. He wants to love and be loved, but there is no one around to do that. Besides the cockroach, but he doesn't really count. He doesn't really know love as he sees that he slowly interlocks his hands in surprise. Wally then stares out into space with wonder and awe, and of course he puts on his music. Some foreshadowing too in both the space and the music. But he can't even enjoy just a few more moments of this peace and thought because a sandstorm comes to blow it all away. And of course he couldn't forget his little friend. He is caring and welcomes his little friend. And a Twinkie. And lastly, we see Wally sadly go to sleep on the same shelf as all of his stuff next to his buddy. He considers himself equal with everyone and everything. Or you could look at it a different way, and he considers himself worthless like the rest of his stuff or junk. Well, actually a lot of his stuff is useful, but you get what I'm saying. It's also said that he has to swing himself to sleep. No one to say goodbye to him or, tuck him in. It ends with a fade to black with music, kinda like a lullaby. So what have we learned in just the first 10 minutes of the film? We have learned a lot and we get a good understanding of most of the environment and the main character, how they live through things, how they, solve the problems, and what are their current problems right now. We then see Hope and Wally only to be pushed away, or as he pushes himself to sleep at the end. How would the movie, go after this? Well, you just have to watch it. It's a really good movie, and I hope you guys watch it because I loved this movie. It's like one of my favorite Pixar films. So I hope you enjoyed this breakdown of the beginning of Wall-E. I might have overanalyzed some things, but keep in mind that Pixar spends 2 to 3 years working on just a story alone, and it's very expensive to animate all of this. So I believe that every detail counts. I left out some small ones, and maybe you could find them on your own, or even more details that I've missed later in the film or in the beginning of the film, whatever. See you later. I don't know what that was.